Hey y'all, my name is Kenya. Kenya Cecilia Rose is um, my name, but also how I do a lot of public work in the world. And you probably found this video because I have been advertising some end of the year readings. And I spoke some folks' interest when thinking about tarot and Christianity dwelling in the same space. First off, let me say that I've been reading tarot for probably the last decade in my 30s, early 30s, and that it's been a part of my spiritual practice, and that I have been doing and being in church space since birth. I'm a preacher's kid. I have a master's of divinity, and I have found tarot to be a tool to think through what's going on in my life. I'm what you would call an intuitive tarot reader. And so I use my intuition and storytelling to process emotional, spiritual events happening in my life. And I read for others for similar purposes. I am been doing work for the last 10 years around decolonizing my faith. So thinking about what is central in the tenets of my faith and what are things that are cultural, particularly the things that center white dominant culture. And I come ancestrally from a lineage of people who worshipped the Christian God, but also other gods. And I feel a deep kinship and affinity when I am reading. It's not a scary thing or a spooky thing. Even faith spaces teach a lot about seeing beyond the veil and thinking about and discerning things. And so to me, I talk to a lot of folks who grow up in fundamentalist space. And so when people talk about pulling out a Bible and flipping to a page and letting that page speak to their lives, there's some commonality in shuffling through a deck where there's symbolism and where those things show up. So I am a person who is not the most well-spoken on this reality, so I wanted to lift up some resources. So Jade T Perry wrote an incredible piece called "The Saints Be Shook" on tarot and whether it's demonic. And they published that in January 13th, 2020. And so I'm going to link that down below. One of the things I really love about the way that Jade writes is that they come with receipts. They come with references and pointing people to other things to read and to see and to know and to understand. And so I think it's worthy of your own exploration. I think faith is for all of us. And I know many pastors, theologians, great thinkers who also engage with tarot. I think a lot of people think about, and Jade writes about how people think about tarot as people telling the future, and how a lot of current tarot space is actually more about sorting out what's happening in the now. And offering story and reflection for people. And so that's me talking about tarot and Christianity in the same space. I hope that if you're interested in intuitive reading and tarot or want to have more conversations, I'm definitely open and have space to answer questions. So leave them below or book a reading so we can have conversation in real time. Have a wonderful day.